Hi, everyone. Welcome to another Learn, Grow, Invest meeting. This is a day that we don't normally meet, but we have a special show here for you today. So today we're going to be talking to the founder of MoneyMax101. It's an investment tool that can be used all across the Caribbean, not just in Jamaica. So we have a chance today to speak with the founder of MoneyMax101, Stephen Wells. So we're going to have a look at what MoneyMax can do for you as an investor. And it's going to be a session where he just kind of shows us, what the tool is about, focusing on the key features. And then we're going to get into some questions to see how best we can maximize the value that it provides us. So if it's your first time here, welcome. We're very happy that you're here. If you have not done so yet, please subscribe. Please share this video with a friend. Check out MoneyMax101. Definitely, we'll place the link right below this video. And so, yeah, let's jump right into it. So before we start every session, we open with a word of prayer. So let us pray. Father, we thank you so much for this opportunity to meet like this as investors, as persons who are interested in just maximizing our ability and capacity for wealth. We pray your hand over this session here today, and that everything that we discuss will be to your glory. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, so let us know that you're here by just leaving us a comment in the chat. I'm going to bring on Stephen right now. Hey, Stephen, how are you doing, man?
Hi, Jeremy. Doing well.
Okay. All right, cool. So, Stephen, I'm going to ask you to just tell us about MoneyMax. Introduce yourself, introduce what you do, and after that, the floor is yours.
All right, cool. So thanks for having me again. Yeah, my name is Stephen, as you said, and I am the founder of MoneyMax101.com. My background is in business and finance, so I studied that and worked in the field of banking as well. And the site basically came out of my experiences and out of my love for banking and finance. So while working in the field, one of the things you would have developed over time is the passion for investing, and then you try to share with people, and you realize that there needs to be a tool or more resources. So that over time, I've put energy into trying to help my family and friends invest, and then you realize something is lacking. There needs to be something. So it started and it has evolved into this tool that we have, which I'm going to demo today. So that was the whole story behind it, helping my family and friends to invest more, and I'll show you what it does for them.
Nice.
Okay. Great. So go ahead and share.
All right, so the aim of the presentation today is to show you the tools and the resources that we have built over the years to do that. Before we do that, though, there's a competition that we're having now, so I'm just going to share about that briefly. So on my screen, I'm going to show you a competition that we have launched recently. It's a stock challenge competition, and once we have explained the site, you will see more about the site, what the site does. But having built the site, we have thought about how can we create a fun and interesting way for people to still get more in investing, because it's still, no matter how you have the tools and the resources, people are still wanting more ways to you have to challenge people more and push them. So we said, okay, a competition might be good. And so why we're doing this is to create an opportunity for people to choose some stocks that they would be interested in. Now, deciding to choose stocks now gets them in the place of saying, okay, what stocks am I going to choose? And then that's going to push them now to looking to the market, looking to the companies that are there on the market. So we've created a free competition that you enter for free. You just pick companies that you'd want to invest in. And once you pick a company that you'd want to invest in this year, you just pick and you add Berger to your portfolio. It becomes your first pick, basically. And so now you have Berger as your first pick. The rules are there that you choose 7 stocks that you're interested in, or no more than 7. We're going to be giving away prizes to the best performing set of picks, and we're going to be tracking your portfolio throughout the year. and we have created a leaderboard that shows. So I am now with one stock. I'm now number 80, ranked 80th of all the persons here, and these are all the persons that have already signed up and added stocks to their portfolio. Once we have had all the entries at the end of January, then we'll allow you to drill down and see what other persons have picked. But for now, you can only see your picks. And so it makes it interesting because you want to know what other persons have picked, and you know what how your portfolio is performing. um, and we've also made it simple where you don't have to worry about buying and selling stocks throughout the year, that kind of thing. It's just a basic: choose some companies that you think will do well, and we'll watch it throughout the year. Just in summary, you will learn by taking part, and then there are cash and prizes at the end of the year. So that's just a quick overview of the competition, because we really want to focus on the site. So let's go into the site and what it does for you. Now, as we said before, as I said at the start, the main aim of the site was to build something that would make investing easier and save time, for people who are interested in investing. So one of the things I found when trying to get my family and friends interested in investing is that you'd always have to tell them to check this website. Okay, make sure you're reading the news, checking Jamstock X, checking, following many different places, then downloading this, digging into spreadsheets, adding up, making sure you're calculating, knowing how to work out different ratios, different things. And for persons that are not interested in finance or don't have that background, it can become overwhelming over time. So over time, I've found ways to simplify and create a tool that is just easy for a beginner, basic person who just has the interest but doesn't know where to start, or even the advanced person who wants to save time. The tool helps them in different ways to let them basically focus on making money than focus on finding news all over the place, digging in spreadsheets, calculating ratios. So I'll cover it quickly for you because there are a number of different areas, and I want to focus on the main two areas, which are the portfolio tracking areas and the area that helps you to research companies and look at ratios and find valuable things to invest in. So let's get started on the site and the features of the site. So for those who are getting started, we have some basic resources. We have an ebook, and we have which gives the ebook gives some tips that we have learned over the years in terms of how to set your goal, how to make decisions about buying or selling a stock, what to do about IPOs, and it has real life examples about from my personal investing how I made 251% of the ISP IPO, that kind of thing. And also for a person getting started, we have a private community online where you can discuss. So those are some of the beginner resources that we have. The next section that we think is, well, a lot of persons find value now, which I'll spend a little time showing you, is keeping track of your portfolio. So once you've started investing and you've found the stocks that you find you want to invest in, you want to start keeping track of them. You want to start buying more of the stocks, and you want to see how your stocks are performing. So this is one of the main areas of the site. So you can track your stocks on the website by just going on, and I'll show you how you can do it. But basically, this has a portfolio tracking tool that allows you to select your stocks, and you can track your stocks by currency, see indicators, but you can see how your portfolio is doing, by the exchange, by the industry, dividends, the fundamentals. Fundamentals are like ratios, PE ratio, etc. The fees that you have spent on investing, the news, any charts, etc. I'll show you this live. Actually, I'll show you this live right now. So you would access this by going to your profile, and it shows you your portfolio. I've already brought it up for you here, and your portfolio. This is the overview. So uh, right here, the performance overview of your portfolio shows you the stocks you have invested in, the amount you have invested, what is valued at today, and any gains or losses on your portfolio. And you can notice it's grouped by currency and also by exchange. So I've added Microsoft because I know we have some people investing overseas here that may be interested in that. But it also shows you quickly that okay, 30% of my portfolio is invested in one large holding, Microsoft, and then we have the other companies here. So quickly at a glance, you can see how your portfolio is doing every day, and then you can drill down to see what's the percentage growth on each stock, what is the dollar value growth on each stock, and you can drill down further to see a number of different things. Um, this shows you if you want to see your portfolio in one currency, so it will convert the USD holdings to JMD, and you see everything summarized in that currency. And we have the portfolio. Over time, we have found ways to add more value, break it down, so it shows you your portfolio at a glance in different ways. You don't have to spend time seeing, okay, is my portfolio concentrated in one currency or one country? Right now, we're seeing that the portfolio is allocated in different currencies and exchanges. You can see the sectors that the portfolio is invested in, the industry. So over time, you might lose track of where you're investing, and this helps you to quickly realize, okay, I need to diversify my portfolio by currency, by country, by sector, healthcare, Fontana, food and staples retailing, and you can quickly track and see how you're doing in terms of your investment. One of the things I wanted to show you as well is you can drill down on a stock. So say I wanted to drill down on NCB. Now, when I'd have clicked NCB, it's going to show me NCB's performance from the day I bought it till today. So it's going to say that, okay, I started with 100,000 invested, but it's valued at 131,000. And over time, that investment has grown, and you can see what you have invested and what is going to be today. So basically, in July, that investment was 2.5 million, and I invested 900,000. And now you see where it's going at. Now, this just gives you a quick visual, but you can also see more about that holding, and you have it for all of the stocks that you own here. You can drill down on each of them, see what your gain is, what the percentage gain, the dividends that you have gained on that holding, and each trade that you would have made for that individual stock, and your average price is updated based on as you add a transaction, it's updated as you go along. And this, I don't want to get too advanced, but basically you have people who would have entered and closed a position over time. So they would have bought NCB up to 2016, exited NCB, and then they bought back into NCB again. So you don't want to know, okay, when I bought that time, how much did I make? That kind of thing. And so this is one of the features to drill down on your portfolio. Additionally, you're able to see technical indicators for your portfolio now. Okay, I have Fontana. This is what I bought it at. This is what it's at today. What's the average price? The 20-day average price, 50-day average price. Is the market bullish or bearish? What are they bidding, asking, the highs and the lows and the volume? So a lot of information, and this is just on your portfolio. Then for Fontana, you want to see what's the market capitalization, when are the next results due, what's their year end, what's their ratios, different things. So we take a lot of information from the financials and do our own calculation and publish and help users, because as you would have seen right here, I'm just going quickly, but dividends, you can see the dividends that the companies would have paid over time, and so you can know, for instance, okay, this company doesn't pay dividends, or this company's dividends, they're increasing or they're decreasing. But for somebody who wants to save time and money and just focus on investing, or somebody who is new to the market, you can see that this is the valuable tool, and this is a lot of value added for them that they will not have to worry about finding information all over the place. Now, the other area that we wanted to highlight, so that's the portfolio in a nutshell. Just summarizing that, basically it helps you to track your holdings and see how your investments are doing. And a lot of our users find a lot of value in this. So we have users that have signed up and have been using it for years because it really summarizes it for them. It sends them a daily email at the end of the day, um, and it tells them how their stocks are doing. I'll go on to show you another key area because I'm trying to summarize the value that the site provides to make it not become overwhelming, but still show you everything within the time. Um, Another thing that we have found, so you're tracking your investments. So we have the person who just started with the ebook and the other community. We have the persons who are tracking their investments. We also have people that want to discover new ways to invest, new opportunities. And so what we have done over time is found ways to create different tools to help people to say, okay, which companies should I buy? When should I sell? How are they doing? And so one of the things we have done is created like a stock screener, for instance, a screener that we have said, okay, it gives them ideas that they can quickly find companies. So we have made some preset screeners, for instance, and at any point in time, you can come here and say, okay, show me companies that are bullish, for instance. We have defined what bullish means, and you can always drill down and you can see those companies. Those that are bearish, companies that pay a dividend or have high net profit margin, blue chip stocks, junior market stocks. So say we wanted to drill down on companies that are bullish. We'll click on those, for instance. It's going to show us the companies, and you can see it also switched to the technical tab because that's a technical indicator. Now, the bullish companies are those where the price is above their 50-day moving average. So it's getting really, really advanced now for people who don't know about the stock market. But I'm just using an example because you don't have to necessarily know these things. No, I'm just showing you that it has all the indicators. And for instance, you can see right here that Mailpack, a popular company right now, the price versus the 5-day moving average, we have calculated the percentage change versus the 10-day moving average, 20-day moving average, 50-day moving average. And so you can see what the most bullish stock, right down to the ones that are going to be even more bullish. So a lot of ways to look at the market, but we also have other tabs, so you can click and see companies, what sector they're in, whether they're on the junior market. If they're a financial company, you can sort and say, okay, give me all the real estate companies. Um, you can see right here, okay, these are the real estate companies. Um, Look at how the market has performed for the day. Look at their financials for each companies. You want to just look at, okay, companies that have anything. The results are here. What's the valuation for these companies, the PE ratio, price to book value, etc. And so lots of ways to get ideas because you will be drilling down on companies. I only use the companies that are bullish, but you can look at companies that are doing better than the market this year, doing better than the market year to date. And so it has a lot of ways for you to, once you've started investing, you're going to be asking a lot of questions and trying to find out, okay, which companies are financial companies? What are blue chip companies? What are which companies are USD? Which companies pay a dividend? And so we have made it easier for you to, you just go on the site and you're able to find the companies that are giving you the insights that you need. Another thing apart from the stock screener now that gives you information. So the stock screener, you just find companies that you're interested in and it has information that will help you. Another thing we have done as well is recently, it's not featured on this page because it's a new feature that we are still rolling out, but we have created watch lists, and watch lists are another way to give people give people ideas of companies that they can invest in. So we have curated lists that of companies and group them and label them, and we're tracking these companies. So, for instance, all the companies that listed in 2020 and joined the market, we have them on a list, and you can see how those companies are doing. These companies advanced 2% on the last trading day. But let's take, for instance, QWI. Now, QWI is a investment vehicle on the stock exchange, and it's listed, and they invest in other listed companies. So what we have done, for instance, is created a watch list of their top 10 holdings and say, okay, let's see how these holdings are doing. Now, if you click on this watch list, for instance, it will describe the watch list to you and say you can follow it, and it tells you this watch list is about QWI's top 10 holdings. QWI is owned by, it was incorporated by Jamaican Teas, that kind of thing. As of September 2020, 74% of its, it has all the information that you need about QWI. But these are its top 10 holdings. And once you click on this watch list and you see what QWI is invested in, you can see how these investments are performing, and this can also drive your decisions about QWI. So instead of trying to figure out how is QWI going to perform, or what are the holdings in QWI, how is QWI actually going to increase, or is the movement that we're seeing worth it, you can always look at the watch list that has the components of QWI, and you can easily get ideas for investing. We also have watch lists of dividend paying stocks, some of the most popular stocks, what is Mayberry investing in, the stocks that we're discussing the most, stocks that have upcoming right issues or APO, stocks that are most often in the news, stocks that have heavy investor buying, insider buying. So the directors and the senior management, they are buying the companies a lot. And you can always, even the stocks that were hardest hit during that March 2020 coronavirus period, you can see how these companies are performing now. And you can look at this group of stocks, and you can even make inferences from them. Are these all a particular industry, a particular sector? Why were these stocks hit? And you can even decide, okay, are these stocks going to rebound? And so you can decide from that about your investing. Now, I'm moving quickly again to show you, because we covered the persons that are getting started, the persons that are tracking their portfolio, and the persons who want ideas. And over time, you can realize that as you invest, you're going to want ideas about companies. Now, the last key area I will present to you is the how you can drill down on a company. So going back to the watch list, you would have discovered a company, for instance, Carib Cement. So you can click on Carib Cement. Once you click on Carib Cement, it's going to bring up Carib Cement's profile. Now, Carib Cement is a company that's listed on the Jamaica Stock Exchange. This is the symbol, this is the exchange, and this is the symbol, and this is the price that it closed at. And you can see the movement for the stock and the logo. Now, and you can see even how much persons are watching the stock. Now, this company's profile page has a lot of information for the company, and what we have done as well is to make it easier, provide all the insights in one place so that you can quickly make a decision about Carib Cement, what kind of company it is. So year to date, you can see that the price has moved from 60. It's basically fluctuating, but over the last year, you can see where the price is at over the last 3 years, over the last 5 years, that kind of thing. We also have more advanced candlestick charts as well, and then momentum indicators to tell you, okay, is it the price far from its 52-week high or low, etc. going through this page, just to summarize it a little, it shows you that Carib Cement is in the construction material industry, in the material sector, and we use the global industry classification standards. So because we have companies that we're tracking on different countries, different exchanges, it makes sense to use the GICS standard, which is a global classification system. But for Carib Cement as well, it shows you all that you need to know: the year end, when the results are due, when the next results are due, what's the quarter are they in now, what currency do they report in, what currency the stock price is in, because you have companies that they report in one currency, their stock is in a different currency, how many shares outstanding, and then on the left side now we're going to show you all the ratios and the margins for the company. It's a lot of information in one place to digest. All the news, who are their competitors, financials is a whole new whole different presentation, because you want to look at how the company is doing. So now it basically shows you for the last 4 quarters, the last 8 quarters, quarter to date and year to date. This is how the company has been doing, and breaks down the key line items of the financial statement, so you can quickly, if you're a new person to the market, a new person to the country, or even an existing investor that doesn't want to every time go and try and work out, for instance, how, because let's take Carib Cement's profit, for instance. Okay, it's it's 1.2 billion in Q3. Okay, so that means the previous year, you can easily see that they have grown significantly. You can see year to date what's happening with their profits, but you can even drill down and it shows you the change in the profits. So yes, the profits 1.2 billion and it's up 135%. This is the change. This is how it is year to date, quarter to date, and you have this for each metric. You have this for each financial statement: income statement, the balance sheet, the cash flow statement, and you will save lots of time trying to make a decision about Carib Cement. Because over the years, as an investor, I found that I would use the headlines in the Gleaner, for instance, or any financial paper. The financial paper sometimes would say the results are up, but that's not the full picture. Or it would say that they are doing well, they have launched a new location, they have done this, but you can't make an investment without the complete information. And so what we have done is find a way to summarize everything quickly for investors so that they can know what kind of company you're putting your investments in. Another area is the section that shows you, okay, this is on the main market index. It's also on the manufacturing and distribution index. And we recently added this when we added our watch list as well. So you can quickly frame this company as well, and say, okay, this is a company that is regularly watched. It's a part of QWI's holdings. Any watch list that we have created for the company, you can get a picture that, okay, Mayberry owns this. It's an internationally owned company. It was hit hard during coronavirus. And these just help you to frame the company. And this is only the summary tab of Carib Cement, because you can drill down further now and see news, whether you want to see news on the market or what they have filed, or any analysis that any brokerage house would have done about them. Barita has published for Citizens, JMB. So it's all in one place. Too much to share and overwhelm you in one video, but you can see the discussions that we have been having on Carib Cement, and you drill down and you can see what users are saying. So it's a lot of time-saving features, I would say, a lot of valuable time-saving features to really help. Now, one of the things that we have found over time, and we use this a lot personally, so we know the value of it, is that you would have the graphs and everything, but you want to see, okay, over the last few weeks, how have they been performing? And you can see that it has fluctuated up and down. I should actually use one of the companies that are doing well now, JamT, to look at their performance right here. And you can see that, for instance, JamT has gone up each week, has been going up more and more. So you know that if last week, the week before, it went up 17%, this week it went up 20%. Is it going to go up more than 20%? But the last 4 weeks straight, JamT has gone up. The last few days, um, JamT only declined on Friday, but it has been going up before that. It has had 4 consecutive months of growth, and for this year, it looks to be a big year for JamT. So this is how we use the performance tab on the company to see what they're doing. We can see their best periods, their worst periods, candlestick charts. We can look at the dividends that the company pays and basically get an idea of what their history is like, and digging down into the trades. So this tab shows you what were the trades on the market on Friday by transaction, as we have received the information from the stock exchange. And so you have all the trades. You can drill down after the market close or during the dates updated live, and you can see, okay, these are the trades that happened. But you can also see the insider transactions as they have reported them. So they have to report who bought and who sold, whether it's a director, a connected party, and we have the information so we can update you as an investor. So you don't have to be checking, reading all the different. Well, you can read the reports because you can even click on the link, and it will actually bring you to the report itself and show you on the stock exchange. So we're actually trying to save your time. Basically, it will bring you to the report and tells you that, okay, this investor, this connected party purchased 96,000 shares of JamT, and those are the ways we help to save time for investors who are interested in investing. And lastly, after you would have been a beginner tracking your stocks, and a beginner, you getting our resources to get started tracking your stocks with your portfolio, and then digging down into companies and getting ideas through our screener and our watch list, and actually researching companies and seeing how they're doing. You would want to get our updates on what's happening in the market. So this is the last section I'll share on now. It sounds like feels like a lot of information, but I've really summarized it into 4 areas: getting started, tracking your portfolio, researching companies and getting ideas, and lastly, keeping updated. So you have all of this information, you want to be kept up to date. And what we do, we help to keep you as an informed investor by sending you daily market updates or weekly updates. So we have an update that we send at the end of the day, that this is the most recent one, and it shows you that what happens on the market is a summary that tells you the top advancers, decliners, the volume they traded at, the volume, the top declining stocks, etc. Which stocks hit highs and which ones hit lows. We also have other insights that we have presented, so like earnings reviews, market insights, insider buying reports, etc. So going to show you a few of them. Honey Bond, these are all our earnings reviews. So once a company has released their earnings, we would take the earnings and we would analyze it, and we would put what they have reported and put our insights on it as well. And because we are independent, we're not influenced by advertisers or by any financial house. We have the freedom to really give you the insights as we see them. So we'd say, okay, Cygnus is doing good, and this is why they're doing good, or avoid Cygnus, that kind of thing. And we would have graphs. We would have the show you the movement, show you the percentage change. But again, it's all summarized and linked to the news, linked to the discussions. Again, it's all about saving the investor time. So the goal is for them to be able to quickly get the information. Another report that we have is our market insights that we prepare every week, and it just gives you an overview that says, okay, these are the popular stocks this week on the market. These are the best performers, worst performers, 52-week high and low. Lots of information. Worst for the month, best for the month, biggest companies in terms of market capitalization, both on the main market and on the junior market, and the dividend yielding companies, which companies are are doing well year to date and not so good year to date. For instance, Jetcon is not doing so well year to date. You also have companies that have declined significantly but have not declined to the point of a 52-week low. We highlight those companies as well. How are the regional markets performing? Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados, Bahamas. Which companies are seeing heavy insider buying? So this is another report that we have created, for instance. And if you're really interested in insider buying, we have a report that says, okay, these are the companies this week that had insiders buying or selling. Well, actually, insider buying, because insider buying is a strong signal to look at. Companies, investors really, directors and senior management really buy their stocks when they're bullish on the performance of the company and they strongly believe that the company is going to do well. So, for instance, it will show you NCB, how many trades happened, how many units, what sector, what amount we estimate that was bought, and how is the stock doing on the market. How is the stock doing versus the market? And so, for instance, if this company is doing better than the market, then it could be a signal. Or if the company is doing worse than the market, then maybe they're thinking they're buying now just in case the stock rebounds. We don't know, but you have to keep an eye on directors and senior management and other connected parties that are buying the stocks of their companies. And so those are some of the reports that we have created to keep our investors or subscribers updated, and it's a lot of information for them, and so it saves. And then we have even news that we have created or curated, I should say, from lots of different sources. So again, a lot of persons love to check this page throughout the day. We get the news from all over the region: Barbados, Trinidad, news websites, social media, um, different regulatory exchanges. We just curate and put all the news in one place. Then we'll tag the news, we'll categorize the news, we'll update you on the news, we'll group it, we'll send you news, we'll show you news that's interesting to you. Not interesting to you, we'll remove it, and saving you lots of time as well. So lots of different features that we have added over time, and a lot of these features are based on the requests of our users who have said to us, we need to see this, we want to be able to do this, and so we just continue to improve on the features that we have. For instance, I've mentioned, I'm summarizing now, but I've mentioned that we can look at a company's performance. And one of the things that we're going to be adding soon is the technical indicators like RSI, MACD, Bollinger Bands, and those things. And that's a request from one of our users who wanted to see advanced charting. So we did add advanced charting recently, which shows you let's just zoom out a little more. It shows you the candlesticks, but it's also showing you with the 50-day and the 200-day moving averages. But the chart we're upgrading this chart to show you with the bands as well, so you can have even more advanced insights about a company that you are investing in. If you want to see the full range, you can see that as well. So a lot of insights here on a company, and we survey our users regularly and ask them what you want. On every page you can give your feedback, and that's a big thing. So users tell us that they want this, they don't want to do this, and we just update it for our users. So in summary, a lot of features here for an investor just getting started in the market, whether any market you're interested in, we in the Caribbean, we are there to help you. And the site helps you to research, to track, to manage your money easily, save time in digging multiple websites and going on spreadsheets, but really focus on making money. And so we have resources to help you get started, to manage your portfolio, to do research, and to dig down and get ideas using our watch list, using our screener. You can find companies that you might want to look at, not only the hot stocks right now, but stocks that are going to be hot soon. And we want to those stocks we have highlighted them using our screener and our watch list. And you can dig down on each company's profile, see what they do, and then you can get our updates and stay connected. So these are all our features. I'll just show you um, our pricing. And what we have done over the years is we have found that we want to help with financial literacy. We want to help to make it easier to track your portfolio, to get into the market. So this all of this started with just a dream of helping my family and my friends, myself, to get involved in the market. And so we have a lot of information that everybody gets for free, because the real goal is to say, okay, my cousins, my sisters, my brothers, everybody, I want them to use it and to be able to use it for free. Over time, though, people have said, I want more, I want more. So we have added more features and we charge for those. But for a person getting started in the market, you'll be able to do a lot of things for free. Look at a company's portfolio, look at a company's profile, sorry, um, track your portfolio, do basic things for free. Even, and I didn't even mention alerts, another feature that we've added recently. You can go and you can set an alert and say, okay, send me an email when Jamaica broilers, their price is less than 30. And it's going to send you an email like this every day that says, okay, Jamaica broilers, their price closed less than 30. Or send me an email when their price changes by, when AMG, when their price changes by 5% or less than 5%. And we're updating this to add even different indicators to say when when their price is less than their moving average, different indicators that people want. But just summarizing, we have been getting good feedback. People have been saying that the platform best kept secret. They like our emails on a daily basis. It's very good reporting. It really helps them to keep on track of their portfolio. So those have been good statistics for us. We're finding people spend a lot of time on the site each day, and it's not that we're happy that it's helping. We're happy that it's helping because the main aim is to make it easier for people. I know a lot of people who when you talk about finances, it's just too intimidating and just too complex, and that's not what we want to achieve. So we have a basic starter package where you can track your stocks for free. You can get lots of emails and updates, but there are also ways that you can upgrade and get more advanced, track more stocks, get more access to more information. And that is what we have built over the years. So that is it in a nutshell. I want you to try it out, join, and see how it can help you to get started in investing. And we're always open to feedback, always open to updating if you have any changes or any suggestions, things that you want to see, things that you want to see included. We have been making a lot of changes based on our users, and that is what we have been doing so far. I didn't realize the comments were coming in on the show, but thanks. Oh, Pit Miser, definitely a great one stop. Yeah, Pit Miser signed up recently and has been giving has been giving me good feedback here. So he's one of the persons that has been saying that, But yeah, we have been adding a lot of features. We have had users that have signed up, upgraded for years. I have had very good support from users who have um, said to me they want to just pay upfront for a year before we even added a payment for annual payments. With good encouragement, because we have seen where financial packages like this may not be of interest to all, but we have had the passion for financial literacy and we're trying to build it. So the support has definitely been good. Are you guys back online, Jermaine?
Yeah, we're back. We're just here kind of talking
Going
behind the
wow,
scenes.
going wow, like
Yeah,
mind blown planet. Because this
a
is a
lot.
treasure trove of. There's a lot, a whole heap going on there right now. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I felt I was talking too fast, but I realized even preparing the presentation that I wanted
A lot
to.
of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think based on how you did it, it makes sense. I think it works for everybody who wants to get a quick understanding as to what the site is about, the value they can
Right,
get,
right,
and I think I think that you touched on everything a new investor would want to know, as well as maybe the
right,
intermediate would want
right,
to as well, because we already see where some of our members here at Learn Grow Invest would benefit from some of those indicators you'll be adding, and
right,
yeah, man, good
right,
stuff.
right. Right. Just to cut you, especially the financials. That's a key thing for more advanced persons. So
Yeah,
I didn't show a tab that we have added for companies, but
yeah.
we
Okay.
um no, just to say that we're going to be the financial tab that I showed is going to be even more advanced.
Yeah.
All the line items and everything like that. So hoping to roll that out within a few weeks.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, if persons have any questions, I know you're on Twitter, I know you're on Instagram. How can persons reach to find out more information? We've been telling them to go straight to MoneyMax 101. And there are a few questions that I thought I'd ask you to help those who are completely new. So, for example, if it is that I just signed up, I went to moneymax101.com, signed up, what are the things that I should set up first? And then how would I maybe go about using it day by day? So let's say that I don't want to just, get into everything, but if I'm a brand new investor, where should I start first?
Well, so brand new investor, new to the markets as well, new to investing as well. I mean, once you get started, and that's a good question, because I started on the other end, having the technical and the investing knowledge, but all the questions you're getting are basic questions. So that's why over time we have had to break it down even more and add even more things to make it easier and
Yeah.
basic, and give the insight. So the good thing is that we have had added all the advanced things, but we're breaking it down even simpler, and it should get even simpler. So people want to know, okay, what are so like sending when once you get started, it automatically sends you daily summaries of the market, and those things
Yes.
will,
Yeah,
Forward
yeah.
to those.
right.
I look forward to those.
Yeah, those things will quickly get you thinking on, okay, this is what's happening, and then you will get involved in more updates, and you will see more information as you go along, and so that will help you to know what's next. You might want to start looking at, so even watch list, for instance. I've found that it it groups it groups companies, and that gets you thinking, okay, these are companies I should look at, these are companies that may be interested in, and those things get you thinking as well.
Yeah. So Quality is asking, and I know that you had it up on the screen, but can you say briefly the cost for membership, the value adds for the different levels that are there in as
Right.
simple language as you can?
All right, so simply put, it's quarterly about 8.99, 9.99 a month for the most popular package, and that gives you access to all the financials and the advanced features, or 99 US for the year, and that is the price now, because we are rolling out more advanced features and it will increase because we're going to add a lot more value. But 99 $9 per month, or
No, for the
90
year.
or 99 for the year, right? Or
Right.
99 for the year. Right.
And to be clear, persons can use the site and access some features free of cost. So
Right,
not
right.
paid.
Right. So we don't want to turn people away, because we have found, even studies have spoken about it. Once you talk about finances, it just intimidating for a lot of people. So we want to get people started and get interested. If you want to upgrade, you can upgrade. But basically, there are a lot of free features to get you going.
And you do offer the ability to try out the paid version for, I believe it's a week.
Right. No, actually, so we have never had anybody ask for that. You can sign up and upgrade, and if within the first 30 days you don't like it, you just send me an email and I'll send you back you don't like it, you refund. We just go and just click issue a refund. And we've never had a query for that, because the value is we found that the value is there.
Yeah. It's just for persons who might have the question to understand that the risk is very low to try it out.
Oh,
It's really for you to invest in the time to kind of, so what a lot of people do with their investments, they don't really track it, they don't know what's happening.
right.
So and maybe they have multiple brokerage accounts. You have the
Right.
ability with Moneymax to have everything in one place. I like the fact that he will track my dividends from the date that I purchased, my gain or loss for the
Right.
period. I really like the dividend section. I like the day news, because if I can get to check on the markets for the day, it will show me what took place in a way that makes sense for me. So,
Right. And all of these things have come over time with us investing and tracking our own personal investments. We are wondering, okay, did I get the dividends, or how much? For instance, we used to show just the dividend that the Jamaica Stock Exchange would announce, the cent per share. But people have said to us, how do I know the total amount paid? So we just
exactly.
multiply the number of units and make it easier for them. So
Yeah.
it's just over time, as people we want to make it simpler and easier. We just add the features to them.
Yeah, awesome. All right, guys, we do have the chance to ask questions to Stephen directly. So if you have those questions, post them below.
Far away.
You have any comments on what Stephen has showed? I know you are saying that it can definitely help our members.
No, well, the part that caught me definitely is again, everybody knows me, I don't trade, but the part that caught me definitely is the addition of your moving average
Okay.
deviation,
Right.
and definitely Bollinger Band addition there, and
Right.
the simple
Right.
moving average, that's going to be huge. That's a huge thing.
Right.
What
Yeah, go ahead, Chike.
what I love completely, that I think a lot of persons might not even recognize, this is the all-encompassing Caribbean application. It's not just locked into just the GSC alone. So if you have a thought process of having to delve into the TTSE or the Barbados Exchange, or hopefully in very short order the Guyana Exchange, in terms of coming alive more than it is right now. I would love to see that. There's some great companies in Guyana. You've packaged it so well that it's not limited. It scopes out so well, So that's really good. Really excellent.
And just to add to that, so it's not only because we're in the Caribbean, you say track everything together, but the companies are actually cross-listed, some of them, and we're just one market. So for instance, we have noticed over time NCB is trading on the Trinidad Exchange and the Jamaican Stock Exchange. And so when you go on NCB's profile, it shows you the price in both exchanges, and it even converts it and says, okay, this is a difference in your currency. And just makes it easier, because you don't have to go around and calculate that kind of thing.
Another good point segues into that. David Rose has mentioned before about finding information about cross-listed companies, and the fact that sometimes the reports of those companies are on the other exchanges before they are down in Jamaica. Again, an excellent advantage of what the the site does for that kind of investor. You know, you get to see all of that information everywhere. Right? That's there. So
because we're tracking it, we basically we have seen that. So once it comes out in Trinidad, we have the information a long time and we post it and our members are discussing it because we have seen it.
Yeah. And I've actually been a part of the discussions as well. I mean, it's actually pretty cool to see people, you know, talking about the different stocks that they like, you know, what trades they're making. The community section is definitely worth checking out as well. Right. All right. So got it. So the different tiers that are there. So I think can you bring up that part? I think it's showing. Let me show it. Let me do that. Yeah. All right. So speak about them.
Yeah, so I'll speak about the pricing again. This I think this is what people should look at. You can pay annually for $99 for the year, or it works out to be. We only show what it works out to be monthly, but this is the actual payment, $99 for the year, or more, a lot of people pay quarterly as well, which is $26 US every 3 months.
Not bad.
Right. It when you break it down monthly or daily, you realize that the 26 US every 3 months is for the value you're getting. It's
that's literally less than like 100 Jamaican dollars per day. That's less than that.
Right. For all that we have mentioned in terms of the features and the time saving, and I've had people using it for years, paid, and they're constantly coming back. So I know the value is there for it.
Yeah.
And if you sign up and within the first 30 days you don't like it, we just issue a refund. Right. So it's no risk to try it.
All right, cool. So I'll ask Stephen to just make your final pitch. So like a 20-second elevator pitch for Moneymax.
No, the only thing I would say is you can get in touch with us on Twitter or anywhere else at MoneyMax101.com or at MoneyMax101 or the website MoneyMax101.com. But if you really want to get into investing on the stock market, just sign up for a free account and just try the features as you go along. Once you get started, you have access to me and the full community. Once you ask a question, once you get all our emails, you reply to anything, you can ask any question. We are there to help you to know from the most basic thing to advanced. And if we don't have it, we'll send them a Learn, Grow, Invest video to guide them.
There you go.
Definitely. Exactly. So definitely stay tuned for more that we'll be doing together with Moneymax 101. Yeah. But thank you, Stephen, for that. I learned a lot. I've known about Moneymax for all a year and a half, and I learned so much from this video. So thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Yeah, thank you guys for having me. Appreciate it.
Great. All right. So thank you, Stephen. So we're gonna talk there are a few key meetings we want to make you guys aware of that's coming soon. On Wednesday of this week, we have a very, very important session. We're gonna be looking at the stocks that we're watching as a community for the entire year. So you definitely want to check that one out. If you're not subscribe to check out that video. I'm interested to see what GK is going to be picking for the year. We're going to be talking with Andre Thompson from GK as well. Then the following week, we have a session with Jillian Jackson. She's going to be helping us just track and manage our money. We're going to talk about financial freedom, debts, managing your budget. She's going to give us access to all of her templates. You don't want to miss one either. So follow us on social media, subscribe to this channel, and definitely stay tuned for more content from Learn, Grow, Invest. We thank you so much for being here. If you're watching this on a replay and you have questions for Stephen, just post it underneath the video and we'll answer it as soon as we can. All right? Thank you, guys.
Yes.